Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Owls' offense will go on the attack first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him, and I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Dropping back, it's Meadows. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? They'll try the right side. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Selvia. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Here comes the heat. He's got him. Turning it on. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The play action fake. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Oh, the big fella's gathering steam. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it and fires to the left. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Good enough for a first down.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Brings up 2nd down.
He'll pull it on the read. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll move the tight end. He'll keep it himself. Oh, what a cut! And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Thundering Herd.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Leaves it with the back. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Meadows. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's reeled in. It's Selvia. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Snagged in the middle. It's Selvia. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that
fires one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Punt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Oh, that move is going to leave them dizzy. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
First down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Power football with the run. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Hand off from the shotgun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Selvia. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass, it's Meadows. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Quick release by the QB. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They'll run the sneak for it.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile.
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. Marshall quick to the line. Gives it on the option.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Ohio State is going to get out of Dodge with a win. It's a shave that might have been a little closer than Buckeyes fans wanted, but a road victory feels great no matter what the final score is. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Oh, he had him out there, and he was trying to compensate for that speed, but just a little too much distance.
That's just greased lightning, so you think, I can't overthrow this guy. I'm going to throw it out there and let him run underneath it just a little bit too far for the speedster.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Meadows. Fires to the middle. Complete to the left. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Looking to throw on first down. Avoids pressure. The throw. Incomplete. Man, oh man, is that one this junior would love to have back. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Right down the middle. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They kick it away on 4th down. Here's the return. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O's. From the gun, running back on the move. Hard running there. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Tosses it incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him. And
oh, he's got some space. Oh, sweet feet. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. Marshall quick to the line. They'll run it. It's Daniels. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Marshall! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll give it to the back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. To throw, it's Meadows. He lobs one high down the left side. He's got it! And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Leaves it with the running back. Shakes off the defender. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got a man in the middle. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
On the run, it's Daniels. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Gets away from one, finds some space. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22? The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Kennesaw. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Kennesaw State ready to kick it off to start things here in the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll open the second half on the ground. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Quick handoff. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Marshall now lines up trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. He makes the grab. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. 4 wideouts set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. Now the play fake.
And this offense is just, they've struggled.
Breaks into the open. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Finds the tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Bunch formation for these receivers. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. East Carolina looked dynamic today in a strong victory there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. They did the little things well, they did the big things well, and well, that's how you win games. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. To the air, it's Meadows. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
He'll do it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. Pulls and fires complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He's got it on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Good enough for a 1st down.
Off the RPO, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10.
Gain of 11. 1st down for the offense.
Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown, Herd! And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Scanning the field, it's Meadows. Finds his tight end. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
And now this offense will take the field again. Unloads quickly. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Daniels. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Robinson looking to pass. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Marshall comes to the line facing 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Rushes on him. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. They'll line up for a 2nd down play.
2nd down coming up.
He's got an open man. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. They'll run it from the gun, fighting off the defender. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd down.
To the air, it's Meadows. Throws to the tight end. Working the middle. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it fly. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Second down, he'll throw it. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Owls! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
PAT unit on the field. Right down the boulevard. They put together an 81-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Marshall takes over the ball, the thundering herd offense coming out. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
On to attempt the try. Smashes it through for the PAT. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Robinson will throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. They'll go back to work on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for the big play. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. He uncorks a bullet to the right.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
Looking downfield on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Looking for a man. It's Meadows. Quick completion on the out route. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Wants to throw again. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he's got it! Touchdown, Kennesaw State!
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Virginia delivered the type of thrashing generally reserved for homecoming games in Charlottesville. Thing is, this was a road victory, and a win like this is going to resonate throughout the ACC.
He'll pull it on the read.
All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Marshall will be forced to punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Pocket breaking down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Meadows. This time he's got it. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Gets it out quickly. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Kennesaw State right back to work. from the gun, looking for a man. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab on the left. Tackled there by the defense. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. A fourth-quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do... And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll send the tight end in motion. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Thundering Herd trying to dial one up to convert on 3rd down. He'll keep it himself. Can't get him to the ground. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Marshall will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Meadows. He's going to run it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The offense set for a 1st down play. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to go up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. 3 consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for most of their goals.
Yep, most of their goals are done. And listen, I don't know what they do really well. This is bad. 3 losses in a row.